So if you're going to be arranging a marathon, then you need to have followed the proper channels, proper checking of the roads and making sure that everybody followed the right.
It's like a jog for us who do gigs.
Exactly.
Something like that. Okay,
exactly.
To make sure. Or these guys don't collapse and die on the road. Like what did that guy say? Oh, let's go back to the clip again. We'll show you a clip that we're listening to before we started this conversation.
Why would you run a marathon? A marathon is a dangerous thing to do. The ancient Greek man who invented the marathon, you know what his cause of death was? He died running a marathon.
Why are you sacrificing motivation? I want to kill this one.
My erectile is not dysfunctional.
Let's use our president, for example.
Are you over 10,000 kilometers away from South Africa?
Conspiracy theorists.
I can open the door for you to join the Illuminati.
We're winning everyone.
NippyCast.
Hola, hey, ta, who's it? NippyCast again, yeah, a special edition with my man, Thabo. We've done a podcast before, I think 2 years ago, at Two Oceans, I mean.
My Dallas place, yes.
Yeah, you can project, yeah?
Yeah,
yes.
no, I remember we did one.
I forgot what episode it was, but it was like 2 years ago.
It was a mix of so many different things. I think we spoke about church, we spoke
A
about
lot
religion,
of things, yeah.
we spoke about culture. Yeah,
About a lot of things.
Yes.
Okay, today we are doing a special edition, which we're going to title it Comrade Marathon. In fact, let's just call it marathon in general.
All right.
But we will also end by specifically focusing on Comrade, since you are running it this weekend, right?
Of course, yes.
Or we're recording during the week. By the time it's running, I think we would have released this podcast. Probably, hopefully, in a day or two.
By the time you release it, probably I'll be done having a medal here.
Because we're also urging people to sponsor us as we go. We will talk about it. So don't forget, this podcast is proudly brought to you by 6G Chili Beef Biltong. And are we sponsored here? This Mopani worms.
Yeah, I know there are people who sell mashonja. Even you call it Mopani worms, it doesn't sound right.
Mashonja.
Mashonja.
Okay.
I arrived there mashonja for.
Okay, because worm is something else.
Yeah, no. I think when we start calling them worms, Mopani, what, people got this stereotype thing.
Or we are eating stuff from the wet markets of China.
So we don't want to mess up business. Unabo tipe libo ringsa mashonja, unabo varindi nyula mgana wanga police na why dina wali kutu hapa. Yeah, but what the venom knows what police so ringsa mashonja. So mashonja is one of high protein foodie or things that we also use as runners. Neria prefer protein ya mashonja is a lot. Samtono gidimai. You need to have proper supplements. You need to eat well. Otherwise, nasala zwabudili one day into kugidima na wanamtaka suko zezeleka chiko hapa. So mashonja,
it helps a lot.
Yeah. It's cheap to get and easy to cook. Avala wanure avali mashonja ngoro nisubungu boy. But you are missing out.
I mean, I grew up eating this. It's nice. It's very, very nice. Depending on how you cook it as well, right?
Mm-hmm.
Depending on how you cook it as well.
Yes.
So let's start with the history of marathoning. Well, people call it running or jogging, but marathon is the right word, right?
No, it can be. We can't call everything marathon. No,
okay.
No, we can't call everything marathon. A marathon is a marathon. If you are jogging, you are jogging. There are social runners. There are people who run for competitive purposes.
So marathon is what's the difference between jogging and marathoning?
We're not doing that marathon. Marathon you probably start when you're running a certain distance. Then you call it a marathon.
Okay.
So you've got a 21 half marathon, which is a 21 kilometer. You've got a 42 kilometer, which is also a full
Project
marathon.
Voice.
It's a 42 kilometers. It's a full marathon, and the 21 is a half marathon. So I can't do 5 kilometer now.
And you call it marathon?
No.
If you didn't know, now you know. I was not aware there's a difference. I thought I was marathoning every time I do 2 kilometers. So I haven't done a marathon.
So you wake up in the morning and do 5
Yeah,
kilometers to spy and come back. I just did a marathon.
Because if you check it out, meaning that okay, what if I'm running circling one field? You see, during COVID, we were told to run in the yards.
Yeah.
Would that be a marathon? Because I saw a guy who did like 10 kilometers in the yard like this, like going. Would that qualify? Or will that be internal jogging?
Look, I think our definition of marathon is something else. Like I'm giving you a simple definition. If in marathon, there's two types of marathon. There's a maybe to simplify things. Marathon, a half marathon is 21 kilometer, a full marathon is 42 kilometer. So mtu anogiri 10 kilometer, unazi races nena una 5 kilometers, una 10 kilometers, una 21 kilometer. Abara bona kugidima 10 kilometers abaziva bakorana marathon because it's not categorized as a marathon until you start from 21 then going upwards.
Okay.
So ingadeba yone categories ya race ne comes na wanoitiwa allocate watu wanende the social runners bane kwenye kuto walkers kwenye ko jogger nabana
like I've done 15 kilometers of walk the talk.
Yeah.
It can't be marathon. I was walking.
No. That's why it's called walk the talk.
Yeah.
You walk. Yeah. So
and obviously we stopped going because of COVID, but I think it's back now.
It is.
It's back,
it is. Yeah. There are a lot of races. Hapa no Kenton Paga una race.
Bears are making noises. They're marathoning off.
R8 marathon. It was a short distance.
R8 is like the hospital.
Yeah.
The clinic.
It on the R8. Yeah. But so another thing is marathon. Marathon. It was sanctioned maybe with this CMA, the body that governs
some affiliation.
Oh, okay. So you so if you're going to be arranging a marathon, then you need to have followed the proper channels, proper checking of the roads and making sure that everybody followed the right.
It's like a jog for us who do gigs.
Exactly.
Something like that. Okay,
Exactly.
to make sure. Or these guys don't collapse and die on the road. Like what did that guy say? Oh, let's go back to the clip again. We'll show you a clip that we're listening to before we started this conversation. Yeah, what did he say, that guy?
He was saying, actually was asking if you want to, do you want to run a marathon? Like, yeah, I want to run a marathon. Do you know where's the origin of marathon? So actually was trying to prove to people there are people who run faster. Actually, the guy who came to them and say I finished a marathon. He was just mocking him with Kipchoge, one of the top runners. Had already finished running. So he's like, when you want to tell us that you're running a marathon, the person who won the marathon is probably took a shower, is flown back to his country. And when you only come here after 3 hours. Yeah.
In fact, we'll show you the clip.
Why would you run a marathon? A marathon is a dangerous thing to do. The ancient Greek man who invented the marathon, you know what his cause of death was? He died running a marathon. If you don't know this story, thousands of years ago, the ancient Greeks were invaded, and they fought this big battle, and then they won, which was their preferred outcome. And then one guy ran 26 miles back to Athens. He gets there, he goes, listen, everybody, great news. We won the battle. But he was so tired, he just collapsed dead. And then everyone in the city was just like, yeah, we already know. The Kenyan guy got here like 2 hours before you. He's not even tired. He's over there dancing.
Was it true about dying? The guy who invented marathoning died. He was just joking, right?
Yeah,
I think he's a comedian.
You don't want to scare people about running, right?
I think he's a comedian.
He's a comedian.
He's a comedian because I've seen the qualifying now going to the Comrades, which is happening this weekend, which is probably arguably the biggest. Can you please just give us the background of the Comrade Marathon for those who don't know? If you don't know Comrade Marathon, shame on you. But can you just give us
Comrades Marathon
background?
Started some 96 years ago.
Yeah,
it was a bunch of guys who sat together and wanted to commemorate some of their fallen heroes. It was to commemorate some of the fallen heroes. So they decided, no, we're going to run.
Like veterans?
Yeah, veterans. So we're going to run this thing from Durban to Pietermaritzburg, and then from Pietermaritzburg to Durban. So it's been a history. It's been happening for the past 90. It should have been 100 years now, but because of COVID and the fact that we had World War, then there were breaks in between.
Oh, so it goes all the way back to World War, 100 years ago.
That's a long time ago.
In fact,
from 1921.
It means, right after the Spanish flu, which was almost another COVID of that time, the Comrades started.
Yeah, immediately after that.
Okay.
Yes, then it was
almost
the third year.
101 years ago. Today we're at 2023. 102 years ago.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
And
this
then-
year is the 96th edition. Should have been probably the 100th edition of the Comrades.
It's arguably one of the biggest in the world, right? Because people fly in to do this.
It is.
And then the number, how many are you on average? Because before you will touch on the qualifying for it. There's surfing. I know there's surfing where you qualify. It says a minimum whatever number of kilometers. How many are the Comrades? I mean, for this particular weekend, to be precise.
Look, I think the last time I checked, I think the biggest number they took, I think I went 2019, they took about 23,000 people.
Yes.
That's
a lot.
I've been talking under correction this year. I think it's also around 18, because I think they had kept it up to 15,000, but because of the demand, they increased the numbers.
So the tickets.
Yeah, so they increased the entry to, I think they added another 3,000.
Ah, okay.
So probably we're looking at about 18,000. I don't know how many people qualified. Probably we'll only know the stats after the Comrades. Then we would know how many people qualified, how many people ran, how many people did not finish.
Because one thing I've seen with such events, like the Comrades with so many number of people, chances that some might not even make it on the day. Somebody might wake up sick, or anything can happen. Look, I don't think the number that we know now that is qualified or registered, whatever that is official, you might find that somebody might not be able to make it. So maybe you're right. The true number we'll see after the Comrades. Okay.
People get sick.
Things happen. I mean,
things happen.
Especially when a big number like that. Like even when you do events, some people buy tickets a month before, and then on the day of the gig, maybe there's a funeral at home or something. You'll never know.
That's why you see I'm even wearing this hoodie, because I'm trying to avoid getting flu.
Because I can see you've been paranoid. I was like, let's go do a jab. Yesterday I did some flu vaccination. I'm like, my man, are you coming? He's like, hey, what if it reacts and I won't be able to run?
No. We can't take chances. If I was to take a jab, probably should have been done 2 months ago, or probably about a month. Then the body gets used to it. Yes.
Otherwise,
if I start using something new now, then chances of me running are...
You might not even, you might start, but you might not finish.
Last year, I went down to run Comrades. I got very sick.
Yeah.
It got worse. It got terrible. I was shocked that I finished it, but I took a chance.
Okay, so take us through the journey of preparing from day number 1 when you decide with this I'm running, until you run. Every single step by step. Because some people are not aware how much investment you put on this. From watching your body, from balancing your your weight, all those. Can you take us from day number 1 until you run? What are the things that you do to make sure that you are the man on the day?
Look,
or the woman.
Look, preparing for Comrades, I think, is the hardest thing than running the Comrades itself. The biggest challenge is already. January. My plans of training start in January.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna train Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Then probably Friday I take a rest. Then Saturday I run. Sunday I take a rest. Monday then go back. So what
this is a weekly thing.
My program of running. Wow. My program of running from January was that on Monday I'll do a 10 kilometer. Tuesday I'll do around 6 kilometers of speed, but in the early days of the year, probably I'll not do 8. I'll do about 6 kilometers of speed. Wednesday, then I'll do about 15 or 21 kilometers of a long run. Then Thursday I'll go and run in the hills. So we go up and down.
Oh, so you test even the what you call the terrain? Is it
yes.
call it terrain? Yeah.
Then Saturday, then depending on what I'm training towards, because sometimes it's not advisable to start running long distance early in the year. So you build up gradually. So on Saturday, then I'll go and run a 21 kilometer or a 30 kilometer or a 36 kilometer. Then you when the fitness start building up, then probably you're gonna register for a race, which is a 42 kilometer.
This is the qualifying stage now.
That's when you feel that you're ready to probably run a qualifying stage. Qualifying stage is a 42 kilometer. Your 42 kilometer, for you to qualify for Comrades, you need to have run a 42 kilometer under 4 hours 49 minutes.
Oh, there's that limit as well.
Yes. So anything above 4 hours 51 minutes going up, you cannot
disqualify.
You're not. Yeah. And there are categories on if you qualify from this time. Where do you start your Comrades? If you qualify, so from A, B, C, D, E, F up to G. So G, if I'm starting here, if I'm starting at G, probably I'm starting there by the school.
Okay.
And the top runners will starting from 8th. Probably by the time I cross the starting line, there'll be
Which is like, this is like almost 2 kilometers, 3 kilometers.
maybe 2 kilometers is too long. No, I don't think it will go that far, but kilometers.
So you'll demarcate the starting points.
Yeah, we'll demarcate the starting point. Yeah.
Oh,
So that those are the qualifying criteria. So you need to train consistently from January up to probably May when you start slowing down. You must have the right shoe. You must have the right socks. You must have the right.
People think you just wake up and run.
No. You can't just wake up today because you've got the expensive sneakers and you want to run on the road.
You won't make it.
Or you bought your All Star and no, it doesn't.
And I can't just walk into a shop and just buy any, right?
Nah.
I need to get precise measurement.
You need to know your how you step, how you run, your weight, and all those things. They do count a lot. Because some people say running is painful after running because chances are you're gonna start cramping because you're using the wrong shoe, you're using the wrong socks. Then you start chipping on your toes and can get blisters and stuff like that. So you need to make sure that all those things are well taken care of before you get on the race. If you want to run professionally,
Do you have to have a personal doctor, or you can do all this on your own?
Look, if you want to buy shoes, all the shops where they sell the shoes, they've got machines where they can test which type of shoes is suitable. Yeah, they do that. Yeah.
Okay, some of us just go in and buy.
Or if then you feel that you're not okay, then you can go to a podiatrist. He's going to tell you.
Do you want some moti?
No, I'm good.
You good? Okay, 1 second. Yeah, you can be explaining.
So if you feel that probably the shoes that they're giving you at the shop they're still not good, you can go to a specialist who's going to design or advise you on what to put based on your stepping and things like that. So it's important to make sure that you've got the right shoe, you've got the right socks, you've got the right pants, you've got the right top that you use to run.
Another question that will sound a bit dumb, ne? For those maybe who don't know exactly, since we're still explaining even the Comrade as we started, every year you change direction. Either you're going down or up, right?
Yes.
This year you are going?
We are going down.
You're starting from, what's the town again?
Maritzburg to
Durban. This is how many kilometers again?
This year it is 87.7 kilometers.
87. So going down.
Yeah.
So is that important for training? When you're training for the going down part, do you also train based on which direction you're going that particular year? If you're going up, do you want to be fit for up or down? Does it work like that?
I'm not laughing.
Does it make scientific sense?
I'm not laughing because we're talking about going down as if we're going to be going down. I
mean, isn't it like a downhill?
Not really.
Because you're going like to the zero sea level.
I think it's
and you start above sea level. I mean, isn't that going down?
There are so many hills on the road. The road. There are so many hills going when you're navigating your way down.
It's not going down.
So it's not make sure.
So there isn't a point where you feel that you are climbing a hill.
No, there is.
Or going downhill. That's what I'm trying to get to.
No, there is.
So that when you train, do you cater for that? Or you just train in general.
So you remember when I was explaining how the training program is designed.
Yeah.
This episode is proudly sponsored by the cannabis flavored 6G chili beef biltong. Enjoy. Not for sale to persons under the age of 18.
Thank you for the sponsorship, chili beef biltong. 6G chili beef biltong for sale. It's been sold around. Even this is for sale.
Tipeli mashonja queen. We want mashonja sponsor cha mashonja cha Comrades. Right mashonja no hapo markets. Kunaka mashonja, kunaka sponsor cha mashonja.
And we'll put up the phone numbers to call if you want to place an order. But it should just be a big order because you can't deliver stuff to Ferina King, for example, or 1 or 2 or 3. If 10 at least we can. What is the minimum to start delivering these things for?
I don't know.
Yeah, I think if we buy 10, how much is one pack?
It's about 30 rand. Some people charge them $40.
Yeah, if we buy a lot, we can deliver anywhere. I think in the country because there's Postnet and stuff, right?
You won't believe there's somebody who sent me money actually this morning. I recommend mashonja at 300 rand. Japan. So
yeah. You can do it.
Yeah, or
exactly. So because there's a cost to deliver it.
One of the market is there, but probably there's no mashonja Deben.
I'm sure at some stage these guys who can advise everyone, even the biltong guys and the mashonja guys, to also start using something called Take a Lot delivers all over the country.
Your Comrades.
Or I'm going to find what help do you need? What are they? Hey, do I have money?
Yeah, no.
Hey, why did I start talking about money?
Obama nga sponsorship uricho sponsor podcast mara podcast aiko sponsor uya nachorita ancho uchitoita chalede ya toll gate.
Oh yeah, toll gate.
Yeah, toll gate. You know, Ramaj unabanga
Okay, yeah, I'll pay for the toll gate to and fro.
Unabanga
Is it okay?
Unabanga munabo sponsor we'll come back to the up and down, right?
Okay.
Mr. Thomas Munasi.
Yeah.
I think I went.
Shout out to him.
Mr. Munasi, big up, my brother. You are a true legend and a true businessman. Avala munando yakabo earlier. When was it? I think ndo yakabo ngabo. We've been talking. Evo Munasi kwa Comrades, and he was like, what? I'm going to
How can I help?
That is one of the but at least na nerkono bona company abona bonita. So avala munabo ska batla zukipa. Some of us. Probably you saw the teachers that was.
Oh, is this the one who delivered it just now?
Yeah, the one that delivered
at the church.
At church, yeah.
Oh, okay.
So I think we'll take one of the. I'll give you one of the pictures on the t-shirt.
Upon broadcast, we'll edit it in.
I think we ended up buying about 80 something t-shirts.
Awesome.
And we started the Thabo without expecting anything back from us.
No.
And there's a good partnership that is starting with him, and going forward, probably next year the sponsor is going to be much better and bigger than that.
And with these things, it's not like you guys do it for money. This thing,
no,
you
no,
do it
no.
for recreational purposes
No,
and
no,
health,
no.
and then you know.
Emuna. Happen then this nichipedza race. Mutu ogidi mo number 1 uba onopedza kale ola mutu. Chances ndichauri karera uchifi udzura jobeka wodona jana flight. Onovaya odzura kudza TV na zuro wabona chikara chikobero pedza. So look,
it's not about money. It's if we help each other, because I mean, at the end of the day, you still get to watch the marathon on TV for free. It's part of entertainment. If you're bored on a Sunday this year, it's always a Sunday, right?
Always a Sunday, yes.
You know, you can watch it. It's entertainment, and we're gonna get back to that. And now I feel like a small boy because I'm just sponsoring for the toll gate. Hey, somebody bought 80 t-shirts. Hey, no, it's like it's oil and water.
No, so
yeah.
And I don't think it's about the value
and competition
in terms of how much you gave. I think it's the heart
to help out.
Heart, yes.
If somebody asks,
you giving if a person gives what they've got, it's more important than just giving to show off.
Exactly, because I can imagine the guys who usually win these marathons, they also plow back to charity sometimes, right?
They do.
Some of the guys, right?
Do.
You know.
Do.
And then let's go back into the I want us to quickly touch on the up and down, the one that you're saying there's no up and down.
Yeah.
You can thoroughly explain that, and then let's go into the winners. We've spoken about the numbers of the number of people. Let's go into the winners and then the tracking. There's a tracking machine that they use to see where they are, because this is a long thing where somebody can be eaten by a lion. In between the tree, I'm kidding. But you know what? No, but you know what I mean. It's anything can happen. Somebody can collapse who don't know where they are, so they say where they track. So explain that. The up and down, the top 10 whatever, the winning the prizes, and then finally the tracking.
So what happens is Comrades alternate in terms of the starting point. Comrades house is in Pietermaritzburg.
Yeah.
Itoma,
They even have a Comrades house?
no, this is a proper stuff.
Wow, this is like a Safa house at FNB.
Exactly.
Wow.
So
They're organized.
So Itoma Pietermaritzburg ngamacholoni at 5:30, then we'll finish up around 5:30. At Durban. Last year it was at Mapita Stadium, but this year we're going back to Kingsmead, where I think is the original place. That's why instead of having the 90 kilometers this year, we're having the 87 kilometers, because there's a 2 kilometer difference.
Slight difference.
Yeah. But normally, if you look at the old distance, like from 2018, 2017 going backwards, it was always about 87, 89, depending on the direction.
Oh, okay.
So, but this year, because we're going down, so we're going to
now we're going down.
We are going to run 87.7 kilometers.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And in terms of the trekking part,
Or before we go to the prices, right?
yeah. Initially we used to use a small chip, the chip that you could just tie it on your shoe.
Is this the one like the prisoners use on parole?
I've never been. I don't
No. Like in the movies.
Something
Not
like
you.
that. Something
like that.
Yeah.
It doesn't impact on your physical performance?
It's very light.
It's
so
light,
you
okay.
You go buy it, then you register it.
Clearly, it's not the one from prison. Like that one is not. I'm sure it's not friendly.
It's not. It can't be.
Okay, that's bad. That's back then.
That's back then.
Yeah.
So then they changed. Then now you get a race number. The race number has got something that is embedded on it. Yeah. And then that thing it's got a silver thing. That silver thing then communicates with the satellite. And then
last year I was tracking. I told you, right?
Yeah.
Because they will also give us links to check if it's like a family member to check where they're passing.
I'll also give you my race number so you can also check
should
on
you
me.
put it? Have you received the link?
No,
already?
once you start registering for Comrades for the first year. So if I'm gonna run 10 marathons, I'm gonna use the same number right through.
Should you put it under description as a broadcast?
You can put it.
Okay,
I'll
cool.
give it to you.
So then they can also track
it. It's 22899. So I'm 222.
But how do they get there? Or are they gonna get there through the website of the Comrade Marathon?
There's a like an app or whatever.
A Comrade Marathon app.
Yeah, it's temporary for that period when we're running.
We'll put up the link of everything.
Then you punch that number. Then it's gonna say Thabo. Then you can see where Thabo is moving. If I'm slowing down, if you don't see me moving,
the lion came.
What's going on?
Yeah.
So it's
which is useful for safety purposes.
No, for sure. I think as well is to see. Otherwise, if people just run. Chino chingaswa chachina bukati rob bapa no chingachwa chaimera musankambe apa lani Pietermaritzburg chajena charing gidimere nga number nga so ela number itu sorry muntu ono tuma marathon and the very same person who's going to finish the marathon. Otherwise, over the one cheating.
Or I can jump into a bike. You will see the speed that this is not a human speed.
Exactly. So not certain areas. So they'll check you from 0 kilometer, then 15 kilometer, 21 kilometer, 30 kilometer. So they'll be checking. I think that because otherwise they can check 1, 2, 3, 4 and then it line them off. But you need to have passed all those stations to prove that you are the one who ran that marathon.
This gadget is using a battery, right?
There's nothing on it. It's some technology.
Okay, well, let's not even go into that one. Okay, before we go to the prices, explain the part where some people are actually literally told to stop running and be put in a bus.
They're not.
Isn't it like that? Or is that?
It's said about the stop running. They're not told to stop running.
How does it work? But I know something happens where you are like you stop and you get into the bus because you're not gonna make it.
So what happens is this is the cut-off time.
Cut-off time, yeah.
Yeah. So a runner should be able to run 3 kilometers in at least 4 hours 30 minutes. If you can't run 3 kilometers in 4 hours 30 minutes, the chances of you finishing 87 kilometers are.
We'll wait for you for another day.
So what they'll do, they'll put a cut-off time. You have 21 kilometers, then they'll put a cut-off time. You have 42, I think 42 kilometers. Then they put another one for 60. Then there's another one for about 70. Then we've got what you call bailer buses. So these guys will be coming in next to you, checking. Yemuna, you still make it. You want a free ride?
It feels like when you're playing soccer and they're replacing you.
Yeah. So if you don't make it at those demarcated areas at that specific time, all they do, they close the gates and then they remove the mat. If you come past there, then that chip of yours will not be able to read it. It won't read because then
basically it's like a go into the bus.
Yeah, then you get a free lift back to the finishing line.
Okay, cool.
So what they'll do, they just come and cancel your number to prove that you win a pizza. So you can get a medal.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, with the medals, let's go into the is there like a top 5, top 10, or what is the splitting for it for the successors or the winners? I mean, do you call them winners?
Yeah.
Number 1, 2, 3, 4. What is the spectrum?
Unat gold, unat silver, unat bronze. Then there are other medals which are like named after certain individuals. Like Vic Kaplan is the lowest of in the rank. So Diamuto opens up between 11 hour and 11:59. And then
if it was pop idols, this was gonna be like wooden mic.
That's an insult to the runner.
I'm kidding. Yeah. No, wooden mic is the guys in the bus. No, the guys in the bus.
Yeah. For someone who trained for the whole year and tell them you got a wooden mic, Baba.
No, the guys in the bus are arguably sitting in that league. Okay.
Now, sometimes I think it's not good to call them.
They tried.
For the mere fact that they went there
and you qualified
to do 87 kilometers. Honestly, things do happen on a race day. person gets sick, you get
We're
stomach cramp.
not perfect.
So we cannot call them Uri this good and Mike. They are the champions. They are the champions. We are all winners.
Fair enough.
We are all winners.
Fair enough. Our lighting is about to disappoint us.
This episode is proudly sponsored by the cannabis-flavored 6G chili beef biltong. Enjoy, not for sale to persons under the age of 18.
Thank you for sticking around with NippyCast, the marathoning edition. Precisely the comrade for this particular weekend where he is running. And then we're thanking all the sponsors. We just came from an ad of these guys. You saw it. And then we are also being sponsored by, this is Brenda, my watch, right?
If the sponsor already,
How did you get this?
I'm normally buy my.
Oh, you bought?
No, from my sister, the Mashonja Queen. Yeah.
So who's here? Because different people sell machines. Let's sell all of them.
Let's sell off.
Everybody's.
So let's rather not mention the name of an individual, because then we've got so many people who sell mashonje.
Okay.
But one of the reasons why I brought mashonje is because I eat mashonje
For running.
for protein.
Yeah.
For not for running.
Oh, well, it helps you with everything.
It's gonna sound like
As if it's like a drug.
No, it's not. It's not. Yeah.
Okay, cool. And then we spoke about the guys who sponsored you with 80 t-shirts.
Mr. Munasi from Work College.
Yes, we're gonna put all their brands there upon broadcast. Hopefully, this thing should be out by tomorrow. Tomorrow it should be out because you guys are running on Sunday.
On Sunday.
Yeah.
And we're leaving on Friday.
You know, and you see, probably you'll be watching it wherever. Please endorse this, watch, support, and then we'll give you the link on how to track him as he's running. He explained that it's not because they are scared or the lion might eat you; they just want to monitor. And then, so now we want to as we're closing, we want to look at the. Should I call it pricing or the top whatever? You earlier on before the lighting killed us, we were trying to start from. I said wooden mic. What was this spectrum again? You said it's called what? Look, and you said I should refrain from calling it wooden mic.
You need to withdraw the lela.
I withdraw the lela.
Yeah,
I withdraw.
Because I respect each and every person who start the race. Who will be starting the race on the day. It's not an easy one.
Exactly.
That's why it's called a ultimate human race. You need to be of certain mindset to want to go and run 87 kilometers or 90 kilometers on the
Already the fact that you are part of the crew, you are a winner already.
Exactly.
It's like being nominated for the Oscar. You already, the fact that you don't win the actual title, but you are in that room. You are in that room.
Gone through rigorous testing, and so we need to respect those guys.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I should say I what you call it in the parliament again? I withdraw the lela. I withdraw everything. I withdraw the guys. What you call the name of the bus that picks up people?
Bela bus.
I withdraw the Bela buses. It's back. We're taking it back. So it's fine. So it's top what?
Look, there are people who start from gold, silver, and you name them. There are other medals in between.
I've seen yours. Are they here?
It's not here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So there are different categories.
He's got so many.
There are different categories.
Yeah.
Depending on the time you finish.
Yes.
But there's the winners from the male sides or the men's side and women's side. It's not the same.
So is it?
Women got that. They finished differently on times, but the prize money this year is the same.
But the duration is different.
Look, let's say
Because a simple one, it's not a sexist thing. It's because the testosterone of women and testosterone of men is different, right? You can't put them in the same scale.
Finishing it
can't be.
At the same time.
That's why you will never have women boxing men in the boxing space and football women playing with men, right? It has nothing to do with sexism. It's because testosterone are different. But the money is the same.
The prize money is the same. The prize money is the same. If you are number one and you are a man, you're getting 1.5 million rand, and you're a woman, you're getting 1.5 million rand.
Are you gonna win?
Win what?
1.5.
No. You know what my mom told me that
We want money. All we want is money. I sound like Malevesta. Yeah, what did your mom say? Because I think she sounded like me.
My mom. So I called her the day before yesterday at night. I'm like, and call her and say, Magriz, I'm going to run again. She's like, oh. Go Barama foot. Mom, but it's not Barama. What do you come back with? Do you win anything? How much do you think I should win? But no, anything. Just bring anything. Then watch this time when I come back home. I'm coming with money. And if I don't win, so I'm gonna give her money. Say, Mom, this is what I got. I ran. My mom doesn't want me to run for free. She wants me to run and win.
1.5 million.
She wants me to run and get something, even if it's not 1.5 million. She does not want me to run for Mahala. She said, "No, you're wasting your time."
I like that attitude. I mean, rigorous training from the beginning, like as we're explaining the levels of training preparation. Even your mental health gets affected by this, right? Monday, Tuesday, you need to make sure you're like on par with the training behavior.
You need to be very much disciplined.
You know,
So talk about how you eat, how you
exactly.
Certain
you buy your shoes, how you measure, how you watch your weight,
and the cost part of it as well. Not only monetary time, but the time that you spend with your family, the time that you spend with the loved ones.
Exactly.
You need to set that apart. Once I'm going to do these things, some certain things are gonna be affected.
Exactly.
And sometimes we need to also appreciate the families of those people who are going to run. The sacrifice they make.
All of them. All thousands of them.
Guys go out and camp for probably about 3-4 months without seeing their families. Yeah, I mean, I'm talking about the winners. You know, the other guy who went.
The one to make sure.
He said he went for camping. He even had to take leave. That's an unpaid leave from work. So it shows how serious people are.
Because I saw the last guy was a security guard, the last winner. Yes. And then after winning, I think some people started funding him. And giving him endorsements and
see how sometimes how the mindset of people work. I might be sitting here today. I'm asking for probably 50 rand to buy water for the club, and somebody feels no, but why should we give you water? But immediately when the club start doing something, they want to associate with the brand because they can see now
it's out there.
Yes. But when you're down there, no one wants to associate.
No one cares.
So hence I was saying earlier that when we appreciate people like Mr. Minas who is seeing the potential of the runner and want to associate with the brand while he's still in the foundation stage. You cannot want to come in. Not that is wrong to come into them,
but it's usually big business that comes later on.
So if you can look,
which I'm not going to mention which ones.
If you look into the bigger picture and say, I want to grow with this brand, who would want to grow with you?
Exactly.
And
you'll understand each other. You'll resonate with each other better than when big business comes and tries to tell you now you're no longer wearing this, you're wearing this.
Exactly.
You can't be seen where you're a micromanager given a PA.
So that guy before he won anything, he was a nobody. Yeah. And all of a sudden, after winning the race, now you'll find the big brands coming who want to sponsor you with shoes. Now I was running with my normal shoes. What changed? You see, now you want to sponsor because now you want to associate with me because I'm a brand.
But by the way, we're not saying it's bad. We're saying foundation is also important as much as even the top is also important, right?
The foundation and the building.
Exactly. Okay, cool. Are we done with the spectrum of the top whatever? We're talking about the bronze and
yeah, there are so many.
Isn't there gold?
There's gold. There's so many categories.
Oh, okay. They're split like that.
Yes.
All right. Cool. Any parting shots? And you can still request sponsors because somebody here has got a soccer team called Walaikum Salam. We don't know if he's gonna sponsor for toll gates to come back.
Oh, Peter.
Yeah, we can talk.
Okay, he doesn't want to commit.
We're talking. We are talking now. Peter, there are so many things that you can do. Not personally to me as an individual, but you can do that to the club. We've got our club is called Runners of Hope. I'm not talking as a spokesperson for the club. Please, let's make that official.
This is not all official. We're just talking.
I'm just mentioning that I run for a club called Runners of Hope. There are people who are probably well vested to speak on behalf of the club. But I run under the club called Runners of Hope. So should you want to sponsor something for the club, I can give you the contact details of who to speak to, and then and you can take it further than that.
And in fact,
unless you want to do it for an individual, then something else.
that's something else.
Yeah.
In fact, not necessarily now for the Comrades, just in general. We also have a soccer team. We play every weekend almost. So it's things like maybe the runners can also have a game with us. Where we can.
We'll beat you.
No, I'm just trying to say we can augment each other's activities. It's not something that
we're just gonna run
making
the whole
money
ground
from.
with the ball. You're just gonna be chasing us the whole 90
I can
minutes.
run.
We just run. Grab the ball.
Hey, me, I stopped playing. I got injured the other time. Like, hey, I'm just gonna be the ice guy.
What were you playing?
I was playing. I was number 11. I'm a lefty. I played since childhood. I used to score every match.
Okay.
All the matches I've played. No one believes this part because there was no Facebook in 1994.
Well, Peter, it's not like the last time Nipro said he was playing soccer. I remember putting ice on him and stretching his legs. He was praying.
Yeah, but my man,
I brought my rub here. We were rubbing
my
him.
bones are getting old, man.
Yeah.
I won't even make it to jog from here to.
So you must challenge us. Maybe we can assemble a few runners and then we can have a soccer match.
Yeah, something like that. So we can augment. It doesn't have to be now, like Peter. It doesn't have to be like something for now. It could be like a relationship. Because runners of hope, I'm sure it has to do with like a good deed, right? Charity related stuff, right?
Look, we like I said, we are under a church called Runners of Hope.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Which is something else altogether. Thank you very much for watching this, and thank you for coming through. Should I say good luck for Sunday?
I need everything.
You need all the luck.
No, my boss. No, my it's good luck. It's prayers. It's
everything.
You call them whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll be tracking you, and then.
So my number is 22899. You can track me on the day. You can send me messages, WhatsApp, text, everything. But yeah, we're looking forward to it. We've trained enough, and I think it's the biggest step that one. If you want to test your,
you're already a winner.
Wow,
You're already a winner.
Yeah.
In fact, give us your social media handles for everything. Everything.
Don't you think maybe we just have to post them under?
Or should we put them on the screen or upon editorial?
You can put them on this.
You'll check it out as we exit.
I'm on Facebook. I'm on Instagram. I'm on Twitter. Yeah.
All right.
My cell phone numbers, I think everybody knows them. Those who are close to me, but I can put them up for people who want to probably send us text messages and whatever.
And support.
Yeah, and support.
And this not only for this year. I think you still want to run these things, right? Or you're tired? Because you've done a few.
I'm not tired.
You're not? Oh, okay.
No,
It's probably not for only for
I
this
don't want to
year.
lie and say this is my last one. No. I'm still strong. God willing, I probably want to push them up to 10 comrades.
Is it?
Yeah.
So in fact,
once I get my green number, I think I'll be old enough to take off
whole
the
time.
shoes and then.
In fact, and hang the boots. In fact, let's every single time you go run, let's do a podcast. Like this,
like when we go run
every year. I mean,
comrades.
Every.
Oh, no.
I think I don't know. Once a year.
Maybe we should.
Our last podcast was 2 years ago.
Maybe we should do another one after comrades.
Or as a follow up.
Just to check what happened on the day.
Oh yeah, that would be a good one. And a follow up. Yes, yeah. No, that's a good one.
I've got a target. There's certain time that I want to finish this, but I'm not gonna say it now. But
how are we gonna know if you reached it? Or you're gonna reveal later on?
I'll reveal later on.
Okay. Right.
Probably we can say it now. You record it in space on record. Then on the day when we come back and then review, then you can say this is what he said.
All right. Okay. Don't say it. Write it down.
Yeah. I'm gonna write my finishing time.
Write your whatever target. Then as you do the follow up, we will compare this and see if it's because you don't want to disappoint.
Look. I'm gonna put 3 times.
Yeah. Okay, go for it.
3 times.
Go for it.
First target, second target, third target. If you are so my first target is
okay. So this I'm gonna be seeing what time versus distance, right? Am I right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So this is A, B, C. So this one is a definite. I want to achieve this.
That's your first goal.
I want to achieve this. If I can achieve this, then I'm good.
Okay.
I've been building up for the past 2 years. I did better. So So we need to up the bar and see if we can get to this level.
I don't know. No, so basically it's time.
This is
It's
time.
only time we're
This is
dealing
time.
with.
This is
Okay.
time, yeah.
Whatever. But
di-
it will be in sync with distance.
The
though.
distance is set. The distance is not going to change. So it's
Can't-
87
yeah.
kilometers.
Yeah,
But
you
I
can't
just, have,
shrink.
I just have to agree that I'm going to run it at this time.
You can shrink the road.
Unfortunately.
All right. Thank you for watching NippyCast. Ngararo. Chovicho.
Dauraro, thank you.
This episode is proudly sponsored by the cannabis-flavored 6G chili beef biltong. Enjoy, not for sale to persons under the age of 18.
Why are you sacrificing motivation? I want to kill this one.
My erectile is not dysfunctional.
Let's use our president, for example.
Are you over 10,000 kilometers away from South Africa?
Conspiracy theorists. I can open the door for you to join the Illuminati.
Good evening, everyone.
NippyCast.